It is the Workforce Midday Edition. I'm Wanda Coppage here with the owner of Harris K Salon, Miss Karine Holness. You know, we've been spotlighting and saluting our New Haven small Black-owned businesses. So it is an absolute pleasure to be here with her today to sit and talk with her. We've been having some technical difficulties, so this moment right now is like, woo!
Lord, it's a awesome moment. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. So I want to say welcome to you. Thanks for being a part of this conversation today. And let's jump right into it. Harris K, when did you start the business?
25 years ago,
Wow.
January 6th. Yeah.
Are you from New Haven?
I'm originally from Jamaica, but I've been here for over 30 years.
Okay.
And so, yeah.
And what made you start doing hair?
What made me start? Wow. No one ever asked me that. What made me start? Okay. So growing up in Jamaica, I actually worked at a beauty salon while I was in high school. I was on the weekends and after school, I would answer the phone. And I was just intrigued and I just loved everything about the salon that I was in. And I just saw all the conversations, the family that was created, the networking, the beautiful hair. And I think that kind of like stuck in the back of my mind. And then when I came here, I came and not knowing what I wanted to do. And then, hey, go to beauty school. And it was like a natural thing for me.
Which beauty school did you attend?
I went to State Academy on the Boston Post Road. It's no longer there. But yeah.
So let me go back to that process. You knew you came here, you liked the process or what you saw growing up in Jamaica. You came here, you went to beauty school, but not everyone that attends beauty school transitions to being an owner of their own salon. So how did that happen for you?
So I worked in a salon. I worked in several salons before I owned. I was having a conversation one day with a family friend. My in-laws also own a small business here in New Haven. And one of their friends who at the time, Dominique, owned A1 Toyota. And so I was just having a conversation with Dominique and he just kind of like asked me all these questions and stuff. And he was like, why don't you then have your own? Because, all the things I wanted to do, I wasn't able to do because of where I was working. And he's like, so why don't you open up your own? And I was like, but I can't do that. And so he actually sat me down and kind of like gave me a guide and started. And that's how it started. And then, of course, once we have that seed was planted, and then my family kind of helped me to nurture that. And then here I am.
So I think that's what many people that strive to be or thrive to be entrepreneurs, what he gave you is missing in the lives of other people. So you said to yourself, I can't do that. I can't open up my own business. And there are a lot of people that feel the same way. He gave you a guideline. What guideline can you pass along to another person that's saying to themselves right now, I want to, but I can't do that? What was the guideline that he gave you?
Well, the first thing he did for me was look at my numbers, right? And at the time, I was just working, so I didn't even understand the whole numbers game. And so when he sat me down and broke down my weeks for me as how much money I made per week, per month, per year,
right.
and he just kind of like helped me in that sense and showed me like, you're already doing it, but this is how you're going to be able to transfer this over to ownership. So what would I say to someone? I would say to someone that, especially now because of the internet, you have so much access that the information is at your fingertips. And then the second thing is ask questions.
Right.
Tap into your network. A lot of us as African American, Caribbean Americans don't think that our network has value, but just ask questions, and then you pick the sense out of the nonsense, right? So you just ask, because I'm still asking.
Right.
25 years later, I'm still asking.
Absolutely. So a couple of questions for you. One, we're going through the middle of a pandemic for a very long time, a couple of months. Salons, barbershops, restaurants were shut down. You were not able to operate. You've since been able to reopen under different guidelines, and you have different strategies that you have to use now, different things put in place. Different things put in place. If you're listening, her eyes just roll back in the back of her head. I know it's different for you now. What would you say the big difference is? How are you handling it?
The ability, well, okay, so before we were able to double book, whereas you could be working on someone while someone is processing, because like especially for color, sometimes you need a 35-45 minute processing time, so you could
Right.
already start another customer. Now you're just working one to one, and so you're cut down to like 50%, so it's kind of like hard, but doable. Like I can't sit in the things of why I can't do what I need to do. I
Hmm.
just use what I gotta do and just to get through the day, otherwise you go crazy.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. How are your customers responding to the change? Or do they like it? Do they like the one-on-one time and attention?
Yeah, girl. Hmm. Yep. They love that.
Because you
But
know why I asked, right? Back when you go to the salon, everyone knows it's an experience. You get
correct.
a family, but they will have you under the dryer for a while. You're gonna have me in the wash for a while. So now it's
Yes.
a me and you connection. So they're thrilled about that.
They're thrilled about it. They understand. So my customers, they tip a little more because they realize, so they'll tip a little more. They know that now they have to pay for almost every, like almost every salon will do things for their regular customers and not necessarily charge them. Now
Right.
they're being billed for everything, girl. Like I love you, but I gotta charge you for that now.
I know, and that's the part that they don't like. Like, okay, things are
Yeah.
different. Things are definitely different.
Things are definitely different. It's but we have to go with the flow, right? Because this is now a new reality, and it's going to be
Right.
it's going to be a reality for a while, and so you just gotta just have to just go with the flow. It's because it's going to save you. It saved my sanity. I just try to go with the flow.
Well, if you're just tuning in, I'm speaking to Karine Holness. She is the owner of Kay's Hair, and this is on 320 Ashmun Street in New Haven. We've been spotlighting, saluting New Haven's small Black-owned businesses. Why New Haven for you? Why did you set up shop in New Haven?
Well, well, I came to New Haven, so I got married at 19, and my husband was living here,
Okay,
so I couldn't. Where else would I go? I only knew New Haven.
I know, right? It's the L.
Like it was like a natural fit. Like I love New Haven. New Haven has there's just so much history and stories and life, and yeah, I love New Haven.
Nice. Well, I
What
have
are you
a
doing?
last question for you, Miss Karine. There are several hair salons through and
Hmm.
out New Haven. What makes Harris K different from all the West? What do you do specifically? What's your specialty, your niche that makes people say, I'm going to go see Karine because she gets it right every single time?
Well, because one thing, I'm going to tell you the truth. I ain't going to lie to you. That's for one. Two, I only use products. I use the best of the best products
Okay.
because I'm results driven. I specialize in healthy hair.
Mhm.
And so my whole thing is it doesn't matter how long your hair is, it has to be healthy. And I don't sell false dreams to anyone. Um, because I talk too much. When you talk that much, you can't lie to people because you ain't gonna remember. The whole thing. And I think I kind of do more motherly stuff.
Nice.
Especially because I'm now in the elder role. I'm in the 50s, and so most of my customers are much younger than me. So I hold that space for them, and we're a family, and I have salon babies, and now I have salon grandbabies, and
Nice.
yeah.
You
So
watch
yeah,
entire generations grow up. That's
girl,
beautiful.
I got generate. Yes, yes,
So before I let you go, you said you specialize in healthy hair. It's not
yes.
about long hair. I'm not going to sell you a false dream. I want healthy hair. What's healthy hair?
Healthy hair is realizing the connection. So let's say, for instance, one of the things that as Black women, the connection between your health and your hair health.
Hmm.
And so a lot of us will want to cover and not realizing covering sometimes creates other issues. So the ability to use your hair, I mean, I'm not against weaves or anything with anybody. That's their choice.
Right.
But if you're going to wear weave, you have to have a system in wearing weaves. If you're going to wear braids, you have to have a system in wearing that, because your hair tells your story. Anything going on in your body, your hair and skin is the biggest snitch there is.
Nice.
It is going to tell on you. And if you don't see it, you won't know what it's saying. And you can't see it. So you need someone over your head to have that landscape to be able to help you and guide you. So yeah, so that's just basically it.
Okay. See, you broke that down like a true hair professional that's been doing this for over 30 plus years. So I appreciate that. And I like asking that question because every hair professional has a different answer to that. So,
Right. Because we all have our niche, right?
right, exactly, exactly. And this again is Miss Karine Holness. She's the owner of Harris K, 320 Ashmun Street. Are you taking appointments right now or are you overbooked?
Um, it depends on what you want. So my appointment book is online, so people have access to it.
Okay.
And my regular customers, they know how to twist me and mold me the way they want me. So yeah.
Thank you for the jewels you dropped. I know there's a lot of aspiring, not just hair salon owners, but just entrepreneurs in general. And they all ask the question, I can't do that. What do I do? How do I start? So I appreciate women like yourself that did it. So you already laid the foundation for those that are coming behind you. And I appreciate you for that.
Yes, and they can do it. Anything you want to do, you can do it. Just start.
WBC, we are shining the light on small Black-owned businesses right here in New Haven. This was just one of them. That's Harris K, Miss Karine Holness. I'm Wanda Coppage, your midday host. You got to keep it locked here because I do have more great R&B, and we're going to talk more with more owners. Got to salute our own businesses. Thank you so much, Miss Karine.
Thank you.
And keep it locked right here. More great music on the way.